Hello there, folks. It's me, Kevin Piastra. I'm reporting on video, and this is take 2 because we found out it wasn't recording, but I'm saying exactly everything I said. On video, from the strangest hotel room I've surely ever encountered. That bathroom door can be locked, but this is always open, so they can sneak in right in on you. And now for my finale, a jump onto the bed.
And we're going to do Patricia's pinup model poster puzzles. They'll be puzzling for sure.
Me, I'm gonna jump out the window.
Welcome, everybody. This is what I call the Situation Throne. Disclaimer. This whole episode was shot completely out of order. So if you're watching this right now, this is only the Palin version. This is not the full episode. If you are watching the full episode, then the part right now that you see me talking here about this being just the Palin part has been cut out. Now, I don't want to bore you with the details. Illogical logistics, to say the least. Besides, these segments are, they're uploaded individually and separately as well anyway. So there was no time to get into makeup or wardrobe or be on a set for this. I'm sorry, it's an emergency. A big one. 'Cause folks, I have some terrible, horrific news for the eyes, ears, and central nervous system of every American across this great land of ours. Sarah Palin has made a comeback. I have to contain the vomit. She reared her ugly hockey mom lipstick on a pit bull head from a rotting moose carcass to do something unspeakable. Yet she never shut up. What did she do? Brace yourselves. She endorsed Donald Trump. So please, save yourselves. Do not watch the speech, if you can call it that. All you need to know can be summed up with this dramatic reenactment, courtesy of my cousin. My cousin does the #1 best impression of Sarah Palin, except for Tina Fey. And yet she refused to do it. So I had to do the worst impression ever.
Howdy, folksies. It's me, your Queen of America. Oh, you betcha. We're gonna take this country back.
You betcha, you betcha, you betcha, you betcha, you betcha, you betcha, you betcha.
For God's sake, somebody stop her. She's like a malfunctioning android.
Ooh, I gotta go now. The kids are playing in the oven again. Those darn tards. Wow, this is the most coherent sentence I've ever put together. I don't know what coherent means.
But on the bright side, her endorsement of Trump will probably do for him what it did for McCain, who would have done to this country what was done to his back.
Ah! My spine!
See, now, look at these juvenile lines here, and these are the most logical ones. I don't think anyone's commented on these. I'm in it to win it. Really? No. Gee, how'd you come up with that? Granted, with all the things he said, I truly think he's actually in this to lose this. By the way, when I was watching this video, I had to watch it sped up, double speed. There's no way I could sit through the whole thing without killing myself. Trump is beholden to no one. He better be beholden to his voters and his constituents, don't you think? Constituents?
Trump will kick ISIS ass.
Really? It's the 2016 US presidential election. Is there no shame, no humility ever? You're saying stupid shit like that on national TV? Did Bush even say that kind of thing? Well, maybe Bush. Wait, you're telling me ISIS doesn't support Trump? I thought they wanted to see America crumble and burn.
And ISIS now is building a hotel in Iraq. They're competing with me.
Trump going rogue left and right. That's not positive. That's not something you say about someone as a compliment. That's not a selling point. That's what gets people fired. He should know, that's his catchphrase. Trump's campaign is a movement? Yeah, a bowel movement. Candidate? More like candida. Trump is a political yeast infection in the giant that is the 2016 presidential race.
We are mad and we have been had.
Kids running for class president come up with less juvenile and more original shit than that. Trump will let warriors do their jobs? What warriors? Soldiers? What president was preventing the soldiers from doing their job? That's the only thing America's good at right now besides entertainment, is killing everybody. Way too many of your tax dollars are going. Again, if you cut the military defense budget in half, you'd still have the biggest military budget in the world. Which is why we can't educate our young people or get healthcare to our old people. And why other countries can, for free, because we're their military, we're the world police department. And boy, are we committing major police brutality. Trump doesn't get high off your money? You'd have to have been high to write that. What does that even mean, high off your money? By the way, he gets high off of his own $4 billion. Look, my bottom line of the breakdown of all these things, those are the takeaways from the speech. Nothing. Empty slogans. Meaningless. False promises of what?
You with the hands that rock the cradle. You all make the world go round, and now our cause is won.
Thank you, Sarah Palin, Poet Laureate of the United States. What gets me about this the most, for me, as an idea man, personally, someone who's constantly coming up with a bunch of stuff, I was sad to see my idea of Trump trumpeters, which I thought of back in April, May, or maybe June.
Well, Trump and his trumpeters.
But I've yet to make that video. I'm ashamed that Palin also thought of it, because that means she and I have shared at least one idea. So I'm gonna have to get a lobotomy. And you'd swear she already has.
Master at the art of the dill. He is what...
Is there such a thing as a triple lobotomy? If so, she's the poster child.
As part of the dill.
Anyway, now I had to rush production on this idea. And it's much more complex than just Trump trumpeters. I can make even playing the trumpet not cool. Now, I know this horn looks small, but that's because it's freezing out. So unfortunately, I'm now going to have to show you the unfinished commercial for a great, amazing new product I've invented, the Donald Trumpet. America is a circus carnival. Its politicians are clowns, so of course, the new GOP candidate is a creamsicle. Orange on the outside, white on the inside, cold, and with a stick up his ass. But instead, I'm going with a different comparison / metaphor / simile. See, before I show you the ad, I just want to point out that I was partially inspired. Partially inspired? Is that a thing? Partially inspired by the 2010 movie The Last Circus, a semi-drama, semi-horror, tragic comedy about a mentally ill happy clown and mentally ill sad clown who are fighting over a woman. But it's really meant to be about the Spanish Civil War. The woman represents Spain, one clown represents fascism, and the other, the Popular Front. So now you can look at this film kind of as a metaphor for what's going on in American politics. A fascist dictator versus a socialist.
Call yourself a democratic socialist. How can any kind of socialist win a general election in the United States? Well, we're gonna win.
Wow. And the Spanish title, The Sad Trumpet Ballad, is named after that song by Raphael. Though the film has been criticized for being a pseudo-political allegory and historically superficial. Now, I don't know that much about that part of history, so I'm just using this as a convenient, coincidental comparison. I don't see anyone else doing it because it's probably not a good one. Plus, trumpet. I mean, think about it. We should call him Donald Trumpet. You know, he's shiny, loud, distracting, hence blow hard. The irony here is Trump wants to keep out all the Spanish-speaking people. Now, I like to think that the clown in this clip represents us sensible, logical Americans, the ones who understand that Trump better not win. So, this trumpet represents Trump, and look how we're reacting to the noise it makes. I know it's confusing that in this clip the guy's hair kind of looks like Trump's though, but not as confusing as how Trump expects to win if the only people he's pandering to are straight white males. This song is about crying for a past and a broken heart. Well, I'm crying for a past when politicians weren't quite so stupid and extreme. Who knew that they could actually get worse? I'd also like to point out how applicable it is that this movie has a mentally ill guy with tons of automatic weapons. Sound familiar? And those are just the ones that have happened since the movie came out.
Yes, that's right. The Donald Trumpet.
The Donald Trumpet doesn't play actual trumpet noises. No, it plays almost every insane quote he's ever uttered. Therefore, pretty much everything he's ever said.
I don't think they're that smart to be bad people.
I fully think apologizing is a great thing, but you have to be wrong if you're not wrong. Like,
hear his quote-unquote thoughts on various groups he hates. Specifically, everyone besides straight white men.
China. When these people walk in the room, they say, "We want deal." I beat the people from China. I win against China. You can win against China if you're smart. Only Rosie O'Donnell. They're sending people that have lots of problems, and they're bringing those problems with us. They're bringing drugs. They're bringing crime. They're rapists. Some Wall Street guys, they're brutal, they're miserable, you wouldn't want to go out to dinner, they're terrible people. I love them.
It's better than his board game. Yes, that's right, this mofo actually had a board game.
My new game is Trump, the game. Trump, the game where you deal for everything you've ever wanted to own. Because it's not whether you win or lose, it's whether you win.
Yes!
Play Trump, the game, from Milton Bradley.
I think you'll like it. She's such a nice person. I agree. I don't want a nice, I want to kill her.
There was blood coming out of her eyes, blood coming out of her wherever.
There's no volume setting, it's always his exact decibel level. You know, the one that could get you slapped with a fine in a residential or business area.
It even has different pitches.
Bing, 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 bing,
Bing, bing, bing, bing, bing.
It's all possible thanks to this Piastra's patent-pending, magnificent microchip, which happens to be still larger than his micro-brain and micro-penis combined.
It's small. Probably like his dick.
Who cares? Who cares? You know what? Who cares?
Forget about Fiddler on the Roof. How about Trumpeter on the Roof?
Go back to Univision. I'm Donald Trump.
The Donald Trumpet. Now you can make a mockery of a mockery.
All proceeds will be donated directly to the Frosty Chicken Super PAC. When we return, I will discuss more of the Frosty Chicken thing. I could have been the next D's Nuts.
Promotional consideration for Night Talk provided by Nobody Still. Please, somebody donate.